Hey folks, what's going on? My name is Grizzly and welcome back to the channel. Tonight we are live once again with the Alter Ego Elite Pro Scrims. We're at Erangel tonight, 30 seconds before plane takeoff. We'll be back with live action as soon as the plane does take off. But until then, please enjoy this song. This one is called Sock It To Them by Paul Flint. let's go ahead and get that in-game sound going for y'all. Looks like the plane has taken off, and first things first, we're gonna go ahead and take a look at the plane path. And this is what the plane path looks like tonight, guys. Starting over the northeast side of this island, heading down towards the west, midwest part of this island. So possible jump options are Yasnaya, Polyana, Rozok, School, Georgiopol City, and containers, but I doubt too many people would want to go there. And of course Gatka, Pachinki, as always. Few teams have started to jump off a little early. We can see team number 9, team number 3, and team number 14 on our screens right now. But let's go ahead and take a look at the teams, guys. We haven't done that yet. On slot number 3, we've got a team that I think goes by the name D2R, and they look like they've gone to Yasnaya, Polyana, got all 4 members in today. Frith, Raiden, Blaze, and Spike on in their lineup for tonight. Another team that has jumped Yasnaya, Polyana is the JUNGLI clan, and the JUNGLI lineup tonight, guys, is Raccoon, Rabbit, Seal, and Viper. This 4-man squad looking pretty good. One of the 3 teams, I think, that have jumped Yasnaya, Polyana. No, it looks like it's just 2 of them. So we'll come back once those fights start taking place. On our screens right now is Team Alter Ego with Cat, Wolf, Frost, and Lucid. Once again, an unchanged lineup and going undisturbed towards 70. No one there to challenge them. We were speaking about Georgiopol containers a little bit earlier on, and here's a team that's close to Georgiopol. Here it is Team Fang. Let me just confirm that for you guys. Yes, they are at the Georgiopol squad house, and Hellgod. Shots fired already early on. Team number 18 here. One of the players looks a little bit low on health. It's Trinetra. Is that how you say it? Trinetra? I'm not quite sure. It is HTNF4S. HTN, that's the name of the clan. They got Bozo, Sri FTW. I can't tell your names, guys. I just can't read them. But they are at Georgiopol as well, looking for that early loot to pick up that fight. SRB Viper in a very advanced position. Let's see what's going on here. He might find himself a little bit surrounded by the team members of team number 18. Viper here with only a couple of shotguns in his hands. And it's going to be difficult for him to navigate from here on. We'll come back to this fight in a bit, folks. Let's go ahead and see who is at Georgiopol City. Here is Team TS. They got all 4 players on today as well. It's Team Ice, my apologies. Amru, Skips, Godboy, and Est1123. D2K Fighter in the chat. Big fan, bro. I am SQE4 Ezo. Hey, what's going on, man? Nice of you to join us. Thanks so much for being here. Let's head over now to Team Mrz, who are going a little bit south towards the south side of this island. And an unchanged lineup yet again for Team Mrz. Mr. Bean, Tomer, Poco, and Rebel. Just quite content for now just to loot these settlements in and around Gatka. Further down southwest is Team RC. It is Akash, Shadow, Demon, and NZT. It looks like all 4 members on tonight for this team as well, and more teams further southwest. Here's Team Army. We saw them pull off a good performance yesterday and day before yesterday. They've been a little bit consistent. They got all 4 players in tonight. Surya OP, Sharp BTC, Raichu OP, and Suku. Suck you? I don't know what that means, but Mohit, hey bro, what's up, Mohit? Thanks so much for being in the chat, my friend. Long time no see. Down south at Primorsk, it is the notorious lineup NOT, Poison, Cloud, Spectre, and Keek. 4-man squad tonight. Hopefully they'll do well tonight. They did start strong in yesterday's game, but unfortunately couldn't get a top 3 finish. I'm sure that's on their minds tonight. We'll have to play for position. For now, however, doing all right at Primorsk all by themselves. No one really to challenge them. Let's head over now to Team Infected in slot number 10. They got all 4 players on tonight as well. Mellow, Blind, Daxton, Hope, and Fade FTW. Down south at Millie Base, all the way alone and no one to disturb them. Here is near farm. We got a team that's already got into a fight with 3 team kills. This Team XTR. They got Majesty, Nasty AF, Anurag, OP and Leo on in their lineup tonight. It looks like we missed a little bit of an early on fight, and whoops, it looks like we may have a little bit of an internet issue, guys. Hang tight as we try to reconnect. Sorry folks, we had a little bit of an issue there, but we are back, and we were just looking at some of these teams that have jumped to farm. We missed a fight over there. We were talking about Team XTR, but we'll have to come back to that. In fact, let me just confirm to you guys which team has been eliminated. And so far, we do have a bunch of teams that have already exited the game. Team Kerala Warheads, we didn't even get a chance to cover them. They picked up a couple of kills before they exited, but their lineup tonight was Mortal, Destro, Satan, and Zash. Team HTN as well getting eliminated from this match, and so was Team LB and LA. So let's try our best to not miss out any more fights in this match tonight, folks. On our screens right now at Mansion is Team V4. They got D2E, Barry, Suraj, and Weed on in their lineup tonight. Further down south, close to Milta, we got Team WASAG. Another strong performance from this team last night on last night's stream. If you guys haven't watched it yet, please do make sure to check it out. They got all 4 players on tonight: O'Neal, Hyper, Vinod, and Maverick. Further east towards Milta Power, we got Team Universe. Yeah, it looks like it's Team Universe. Rishabh, Spartan, GG, Smokey, and Jerry OP at Milta Power, and no one here to challenge them for this loot either. But let's head back now to Yasnaya, folks, where we were anticipating an early fight between Team Jungli and team number 3 that's also landed here. It is Team D2R. So we're gonna cover this action for a bit and hope for a fight. Nikhil BB is in the chat. What's up, Nikhil? Thanks so much for being here, man. More fights elsewhere. It's Team Fang. Let's head straight there. I don't want to miss this action. And it is the team that is at Georgia Pole. We saw them picking up a couple of knocks. There's a super loot at the containers as well. I can see Wolfie here, who has a closer view up and close on team number 12. It looks like they are fighting. And team number 12 might as well be in a little bit of trouble because they are in between 2 players. And yes, they've already lost a player early on. So take a look at this, guys. We got Hellgod on our screens right now. He does have Viper with him, but they've lost Rockstar and Karma. Managed to pick up a squad wipe, it looks like, before they lost those 2 players. So good for them, but they need to figure out how they're going to do this because there are 2 teams. There are 2 teams still around there. My apologies. I just realized that the stream starting soon was still on. Arju, da camera on akano. My bad, dude. I didn't realize it was still on the stream starting. The other team here is Team Ice. We saw them earlier as well. I think this was the team from South Georgia Pole closing in on team number 12 here, who did jump containers and are now down to just 2 people. Skips here getting on top of this. Has a pretty much open shot at Viper. Will pick up the knock. That was pretty straightforward. And now his team can certainly look at making the push in because this is just a 2-man squad. So it is just Hellgod who's alive. But Hellgod doing the right thing here, going for the revive straight away. And hoping that he will be able to get his teammate back up before the push comes in. But it looks like Team Ice was a little bit slow on that push for now. But Skips with that nade, getting a knock on Hellgod this time around. And SRB once again on the back foot. Viper with just 1 HP, trying to get those bandages in. Looks like he doesn't have a first aid. That molly coming pretty close, and it could have been dangerous for them. But for now, Team Ice has flanked brilliantly from both sides. Is that a nade? Yes, that's a nade from Skips. Excellent throwables. Team Ice picking up their first squad wipe of this game. picking up 2 kills, but just about the same time Team Fang has decided to third party this encounter. They've picked up a knock, an important one, as Team Ice now look like they're in trouble. In fact, they've picked up 2 knocks, have managed to confirm one as well. Skips is down to just Godboy and Amaru, who need to get themselves out of this situation. I don't think they have too many options. They need to take this fight on. Fang have got Wolfie up on the... I don't even remember what we used to call this thing. But yeah, he's all the way up there. Team Fang now making a push in. Threat and Minion in that UAS. Hitting this corner of the containers, getting that confirmation. Godboy did have an angle there, but I don't know if he probably don't want to take shots at that point, because he needs to just wait this one out. He's got a nade in his hands. He's cooking pretty well. Can this pick up a knock? Perhaps a little bit overcooked as it went off before it turned that corner near where Fang Threat was actually standing. And Godboy will pick up 1 knock. It is on Burns. TBC will pick up the knock as well, confirmation as well. So Team Fang have lost a player, and they'll be pretty upset with themselves, because this was just a 4v1, and now it's become a 3v1, it looks like, as Godboy now scrambling back to see if he can pick up a revival, and Skips looks like he can. And will team number 21 allow them? He's going to face off against Wolfie in a second. There was some good pre-firing as he turned the corners. Now he has a second to just pick up Skips, and Fang would be making a mistake if they don't make the push in it this time. And Team Ice will be able to bring that equation back to a 2v3, which is a little bit more manageable now. Skips has managed to put on a first aid as well. So game on, folks. Team Ice here can come out of this one. Fang, Wolfie and Minion just gatekeeping the corners of these containers. Threat here trying to take a more aerial view. This could be dangerous here, as Skips jumping on top of this container, trying to get a knock, does a little bit of damage, and the smokes here serving well for both these teams. Skips was very low on HP, was able to make it out. Threat unfortunately didn't have that angle, and Team Fang have actually suffered a knock, and have suffered 2 knocks, it looks like, and Threat is the last player alive. Team Ice Skips is going to go ahead and pick up that finish on Wolfie as well. And how the tables have turned. Team Fang now looking like they're outnumbered, trying to pick up those revives. It is certainly just a 2v2 now. And Minion coming so close to getting knocked. 1 nade here will do the trick for Team Ice. And that was an easy one to finish it off. Team Ice coming out on top of that one, despite it being against them. Playing really well there. Well played. Skips picking up 4 kills to his name. Godboy picking up 1 kill. Boy, what a rotation that was. Well played to this team to win that Georgia Pole fight. And finally, we can see that Georgia Pole looks like it is clear. It is still in the edge of the zone. And speaking of the zone, it has moved a little bit north. We can see centering around Wosag. A lot of teams getting congested in and around school. Let's go ahead and take a look at Team JUNGLI. Looks like they're in a fight against Team NR over here, a little bit south of school. JUNGLI Viper with this nade outside on the rock. And it looks like Team NR have suffered a couple of knocks. It's just Beast and Ninja, as they managed to pick up 1 revive. But in comes a molly, and that's an excellent molly. This will be another knock for sure. It is, and Team NR is down to their last player. He is going to prioritize this res, but Team JUNGLI is going to outnumber them as they make the push in for sure. I can't see anything happening here for Team NR, and Team JUNGLI will come out on top of that one. Hang on. What's this? We have... Looks like we have another team player. He was just camping on top this whole time. We didn't even know. It is Rook Panda. And Team JUNGLI definitely aware of his position, because they would have seen the footstep on the minimap. So they're going to have to figure this one out now. They look pretty set. They got 16 kills already. Haven't lost a single player. A little bit damage control required as they managed to pick up 1 knock, but Rook on the way out of that window. Panda getting confirmed, and Panda was really going for that finish on Raccoon after picking up that knock, but couldn't quite achieve it. But earlier exit than they would have wanted in this game. Team Rook and Team NR, in fact, and Team JUNGLI picking up their kill count now to 7, starting to look a little bit dangerous. Let's head over now to team number 11, camping right outside Water City. This is Team IBE. They got 4-man lineup today: Pankaj, Psycho, Kunal OP and Singh. Well, my apologies. This is not Team 11. This Team 25. They're looking at Team number 11, who is on this ridge. Those yellows look pretty close, and I got a bit confused. It is Team RC, it looks like. They're a bit split up as well, and they've got players on either side of this team. Team number 25. So this could be something for us to watch out for. Alter Ego Esports India is in the chat. Thanks so much for being here, man. Big shout out to my man Juchu. And I did see from the corner of my eye someone has called for a flare. Take a look at that all the way down at East. Let's try to get a sense of who that probably was. It is Team XTR. Yup, it does look like it's Team XTR. They've come up all the way to the corner of the zone and have shot this flare. I wonder if it'll be contested. I don't see the flare here, so I'm not quite sure if it's the same team. It has to be. There's no one else. But here's another team. It looks like they're in a fight. It is Team D2R up against Team WOSAG. And we just came in time to watch that fight finish. Team D2R have been eliminated. Team WOSAG did suffer a knock. It looks like Maverick is down, but will get picked up pretty easily. So we just missed that fight. Let's head back to Water City now, where it looks like the fight between teams IBE and RC have opened up. RC Demon YT getting knocked and confirmed here. So Team RC have lost 3 players. It looks like it is down to just CNZT, who's got an M24. And taking shots from IB Psycho's single tap. Was it an M4 or an M16? I'm not quite sure. Risking his neck for another shot, but couldn't connect this time either. What are his options here? Does he have the option to revive his team member? I don't think so. He has a lot of ground to cover without any cover, to be precise. And Team IBE will pick up that finish on that last member as well. So CNZT has a decision to make here. I think he should probably fall back. This isn't really worth the fight. It's a 1v4 if I'm not mistaken. It's a 1v2, my apologies. IBE has also lost a couple of players, but look at that. They've picked up 7 kills. Pankaj with 5 kills already, and Psycho picking up 2 kills. So despite 2 early team exits, these 2 players have done pretty well to continue on, and looking pretty well positioned to probably get the confirmation on CNZT, maybe pick up another kill and get going with this game. But we'll have to come back to this one in a bit. The zone has shifted again, folks. It has moved further northeast. It's got a part of Wosag in it, and a whole lot of just plain lands without much cover, similar to yesterday's drop, really, if you think about it. And incoming is a super loot, an Orm and an AUG. Check this out. Who's gonna get this? Down below us, there's a fight for this loot. It's between Team Army and JUNGLI, and Team JUNGLI coming in and getting that confirmation, the squad wipe, without even suffering a single knock. Team Army getting pretty much run over there. Team JUNGLI is now going to be able to enjoy the super loot that's just coming down on them. An Orm and an AUG. So good stuff here from Team JUNGLI. Let's head back now to Team XTR. We saw these guys in the corner of the zone. They did shoot a flare, and it looks like they have picked up that loot as well. For now, in multiple vehicles, picked up 17 kills already, and looking like strong contenders for tonight's chicken dinner. But Team JUNGLI isn't going to allow that to happen. It's not going to be that easy. We've also got other stellar lineups like Team Alter Ego. Haven't been involved in a fight yet, but surely they're getting set for that last zone, and we can expect a lot from them. Team Infected here. Ooh, Team Infected with this tank. Not a big fan of this vehicle, but a lot of teams actually do like it and use it to break bridge blocks, but I don't know how well that works in my personal opinion. But Team Infected tonight, no team kills yet. A little bit outside the zone. Have other cars as well for options, so it should be fine. Last 2 members of Team Ice, we saw that fight at Giorgio Pole doing well. Skips and Godboy picking up 5 kills between them. Also on the edge of the zone, and just probably contemplating how they want to move in. Team number 9 looks like they've lost 3 players as well. GG Smokey Whitey is the last player alive currently with that DP28 in a 4-time scope. Peeking at a player of WOSAG, trying to get a knock on them. But he has a tough night ahead of him. Really, he needs to play it super passive and maybe just hope for a high finish and get his team as many points as he can under the circumstances. For now, trying to knock the tires out really of that car that Maverick is trying to save. Unsuccessfully, it looks like. Let's head now to Team V4, who is squaring off against Team Mrz. This is what you're looking at on your screens right now. And Team JUNGLI might be in the mix as well. Further down in the background, you guys can see Team JUNGLI closing in. But for now, it is Team Mrz. No, in fact, Raccoon has opened fire and picked up a knock from a clever position to the right of the screen. As you guys can see, Mrz Poco is down. Mrz rebelled, coming under heavy fire as well. So Team JUNGLI doing a good job of getting this angle on Team Mrz, and it could be tough for them to get out from this one. Quickly realizing, of course, that their position is compromised. Mr. Bean is fully prone on the ground. I think he has a view on Raccoon. Will he go for trying to take some shots, but not successful there. Mr. Bean has to be careful because Team JUNGLI has closed in pretty well from the left side as well, and this is a great flank. Mr. Bean did not see that coming. Viper and Seal have picked up that knock and will pick up the finish as well. So Team Mrz now losing 2 players. I don't think they'll be able to get that revive in. Surely not. IBE Pankaj meanwhile is rolling into the same area in a UAS, but relatively far away from the fight that we were looking at. So let's try to head back to that. Mrz Poco is going to bleed out. It looks like he's trying to give his team members information on where JUNGLI has pushed in from. But for now, Rebel and Tomer need to figure this one out between the two of them. They got Team JUNGLI on one side. They got Team V4 on the other side. Team IBE closing in as well. Oh, lots going down here, folks. We need to wait to see how this zone is going to finish. JUNGLI Seal here getting knocked and taken down by Mrz's Rebel and Tomer, but Viper with that reverse knock couldn't save his team member, but will successfully pick up the squad wipe as Mrz will exit tonight's game. Team JUNGLI up to 15 team kills, folks. This is turning out to be a super performance from them. JUNGLI Rabbit pitching in with 2 kills, Viper with 5 kills, and Raccoon with 5 kills as well. So it looks like Seal probably picked up 3 kills. Meanwhile, Team Ice here in trouble once again, this time at the hands of IBE. It looks like Skips is knocked, and Godboy here just trying to smoke out the place so he can go for the revive, but it's not going to be the way he had hoped for, because Pankaj is going to come in with that AKM and pick up the squad wipe. As Team Ice exits this game. Well played to them. Team IBE now bringing up the kill count to 9. Pankaj and Psycho are the last 2 people alive. Anubis, hi bro, what's up Anubis? Thanks so much for being here, man. JUNGLI OP, man, are they putting on a strong performance tonight. Probably number 1 contender for chicken dinner. It depends on how the zone plays out, on how they position themselves more than anything else. Anything can happen. It's really hard to predict this game. Zone shifts, zone is king, am I right? Team V4, who were initially fighting Mrz, have quietly stayed in the same house, and Mrz had a couple of challenges there with JUNGLI pushing in from behind and even getting consumed in that fight, and Team V4 haven't moved, and the zone has played well for them, and they don't need to move, to be frank. They're doing pretty well, and for the next couple of zones, hopefully they don't need to make a rotation. They can expect a push coming in from JUNGLI, who's just around the corner. 3 players still alive, very much. So we're down to what looks like our last 22 players, folks, as a member of JUNGLI will pick up a knock on Suraj with an arm. It looked like, was it JUNGLI Viper? Yes, I think it was JUNGLI Viper. And Team JUNGLI looking strong here. If they get this position where Team V4 is currently holed up, it would be excellent for them for the rest of this game. As you guys can see, the next zone is shifted as well, and that settlement where Team V4 is currently is once again inside the zone. So it is going to be up to Team JUNGLI to see if they can try and pick up that position. Team IBE need to think fast as well. They're outside the zone. They have a US to help them, but Team Infected in their way, surely. They can't turn around and go to Team V4 because they got JUNGLI to deal with on that side. So they're just going to go straight through and try to get this ridge. But I don't know if they've got cover from Team Infected, who's coming in from behind. As you guys can see in their vehicles, a nade coming in here from IBE. From V4, my apologies. JUNGLI Rabbit picking up yet another knock. Who was that on? It looks like it was on a member of Team Infected. So Team JUNGLI are holding ground pretty well. At some point, I would imagine they would try to make the move in. Team IBE for now have taken that ridge next to Team V4. Team JUNGLI here on this ridge, as you guys can see on your screens. Team Infected in the background, and here's Team XTR coming in as well, and they'll be happy to pick up that settlement. For now, we'll have to be a bit wary because JUNGLI Raccoon is here. A member of V4 is Suraj once again, he'll get knocked. And this time, Team JUNGLI is going to make the push in. So take a look at this. JUNGLI Raccoon picking up a knock, making the push in. But V4 Barry was ready for that and getting the knock almost immediately. And this is not looking good for JUNGLI. They've lost a player rather, I dare to say, carelessly. I don't know if that push was a little bit premature because his teammates didn't join him. And interestingly, V4 Suraj is back up, so they haven't lost a player. But Barry with that good cover fire at the right time, picking up that crucial knock on Raccoon, or that could have been dangerous. Perhaps just some coordination that they need to work on, because Viper and Rabbit didn't look like they were ready to make that push. It was Raccoon who moved in alone. Maybe he was hoping to clutch that situation, but it didn't turn out that way. Team Alter Ego have joined the party as well, as you guys can see. Let's take a look at where they are. So not much cover here either, lying prone in the grass. They're going to try to make this ridge work for them. Open up a few smokes as well. And not a bad position, to be quite honest with you, because they don't really have anyone to worry about from behind. Team XTR maybe has an angle on them from the left side, but they can deal with that. They got enough cover for that. Team Infected, maybe Daxton has a view on them. And yes, it does look like Daxton did get a glimpse of Team Alter Ego. He has a DP28, I'm guessing with a 4-time or a 6-time scope on it, and that can be lethal at this range. Cat AE looking like he has come out of cover. Let's take a look at this. Shots coming in at Daxton from AE, so he has been spotted elsewhere. JUNGLI Rabbit with that arm causing a lot of damage, picking up another knock once again on a member of Team Infected. V4 Suraj getting knocked again. This is the 4th or 5th time he's getting knocked today, folks. So the next time he does get knocked, he's going to bleed out that much faster. Frost AE here getting knocked by a member of Team XTR from across the screen, as you guys can see. And Frost AE will get confirmed. It is Anurag OP who will pick up that kill. So interesting. So AE's position probably not the best here. They need to get themselves into a little bit more cover. Leo now trying to get an angle on them. This game's starting to intensify as the zone closes in yet again. Team Infected have lost a player once again. Fade FTW will just about get revived as we turn on the spec on them. Team number 11, RCNZT, someone we haven't been looking at for a while because he was the last player alive, is crawling his way slowly but surely into the zone. Maybe this rock is in zone and that'll be good for him. Team JUNGLI, after losing Raccoon, have just taken a step back for now. Happy to just hold their position. Has a view on Anurag OP from XTR. Does Rabbit. But this position isn't safe for him. He's getting shot from two sides as Team Alter Ego might just come to his rescue, as Wolf AE will pick up a knock. A couple of knocks on Team XTR. So let's head over and see what's happening here. Wolf AE making the push from the left side. Team XTR looking a little bit vulnerable. Have lost a couple of players. Anurag will get confirmed as well. Elsewhere, JUNGLI Viper has exited this match as Team JUNGLI has been eliminated. We thought they'd be winning the chicken dinner tonight, and that's not going to be the case. Team XTR have lost a player, have managed to pick up the revive though on Leo, and almost immediately that was such a good nade from Wolf AE that we just caught on the screens, and looks like that's the one. He's going to make the push in. And not a great peek as XTR Majestic does a good job of holding this house, but in comes Lucid here getting a knock on him, and it looks like this is going to be a 2v1 if Cat can join for support. Team Alter Ego might just come out of this one on top. Nasty AF here with that Molly trying to pre-nade the entrance. He's got an MK14 probably on auto, and we'll pick up the wipe on Alter Ego. So Nasty AF from Team XTR coming out on top. Team XTR looking so good tonight, folks. 17 team kills for them. Nasty AF alone with 7 kills. It looks like we're down to our last 5 players. It is Team XTR, Team V4, and there's one solo out there somewhere. It is Team number 11's NZT, just like we thought a little bit earlier on. Team XTR here in a good position, however very much susceptible to nades. They need to figure out how they're going to deal with NZT as soon as possible. Majestic here bleeding out, and almost immediately the match has ended. So that was incredible. What a finish to that game. It is Team V4 who have come out on top of that. A total team kill count of 5. What a game that was. And I really thought Team XTR was doing exceedingly well, but not to be. It's going to be Team V4 who come out of tonight's match with the chicken dinner. Total team kill count of 5. Barry picking up 3 kills, D2E picking up 2 kills. Well played, and GG to Team V4. In spot number 2, Team RC. A big shout out to NZT, though he was the last player alive for most of this game, and did super well in the end, right after the very end, to finish second in this match tonight. Picking up 4 kills, Shadow picking up 2 kills, a total team kill count of 6. Well played to Team RC. In third spot was probably one of the best teams of the night. Is Team XTR, who picked up such a huge kill count, a total kill count of 17. Anurag OP with 2 kills, Majestic and Nasty AF sharing 7 kills each. Leo picking up 1 kill. Well done to Team XTR for finishing third. I'm gonna walk you guys through the rest of the standings real quick, and don't go anywhere because we're gonna be back to announce tonight's MVP. So stay tuned. That was a crazy match. It's time to announce tonight's MVP. It looks like it's going to be a 3-way tie between a couple of team members of XTR and a member of Team IBE. It's going to be Nasty AF and Majestic sharing that MVP in their team, and of course IBE Pankaj picking up 7 kills as well. Super competitive match. We saw a lot of aggression from Team JUNGLI as well, but couldn't really convert that into a chicken dinner this time around. But better luck next time to Team JUNGLI, and well played to all teams. That was a super entertaining match. That brings our stream pretty much to an end, folks. Thanks so much. If you guys enjoyed this video, please make sure to leave a like, and if you think content like this is going to be fun for you to watch in the future, please do subscribe, share this channel with your friends. I cast PUBG Mobile custom rooms in English on most nights, and I also play some Counter-Strike Go on the weekends, so be sure to subscribe so you don't miss out on anything. But for now, guys, that's all from me. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. On your way out, please enjoy this song. This one is called Sock It To Them by Paul Flint.